like darkness?
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Omega As you can see, we're back here with more Dark Souls 3. Now, we're basically here at the very, very, very end of the game. I'm getting more souls because, A, I need to get some healing. And, as you can see, there's ruthless ashes after being burned out, as you can see. Which actually, as you pick up the skull ring you can get, and you can examine and still begin using the transposition. Now, there's two things you can do with the transposition. You could get a weapon, as in one of the best weapons in the game, especially for a Power Master, being the Demon Scar. You do this, and you can do a pretty cheap build where you do this, then Black Flame, and it combos it pretty well, but I believe you do have to have like a certain level of dexterity. So we're going to get the Demon Scar. I have decided to not get the Soul of Rosaria, because I'll just probably save it for something else, even though sacrificing someone else would. And sacrificing someone horrible for a spell would probably be in line with what Tharja would do. So we have all this level cap, and I would say like the hard cap for any good duel at any soul level be like 120, which you can see we're actually pretty close to. So we are going to talk to the Firekeeper, who actually has some different dialogue. I don't know if I showed it off yet, but in the case I haven't, I'll show it off here.
Ashen One, if when thou peerest upon the first flame, thou wishest yet for a world without fire, for an end to the linking of the fire, then call upon me. I am a Firekeeper, and I tend the flame to the very end. Thou hast given me eyes, and such it was they showed me.
Okay, so we saw it. Level up. And I'm going to put my souls into a very specific thing. I'm going to probably put like 35 here and just give myself some more attunement, so that way you can have more spells and just cast more spells overall. So that way I can just have more health and all that.
Mayst thou thy peace
But as you can see, we still have like quite a bit of souls. So I'm going to get the Demon Scar because it's just like a good item to have. So we're just gonna talk to Andre, get it and buff it. So we're just going to buff, and bam. So I might also do that for the Crow Quills, because Crow Quills are actually pretty decent for like fully completing the or getting backstabs, because they have a high crit rate, but it's not as high as the Chaos Dagger, but they have like a longer reach than say this, but I don't think they are as long as the Gothic Twin Swords. So depending on how difficult this is how difficult like this boss will be. So I'm actually not going to use the spells here because they are quite bad. I'm actually going to go with my dueling set of items, as you can see. And the reason why is because this boss is quite difficult. I'm not going to lie. This next boss, but you're like, Omega, why are you going with your dueling set of all setups? Well, by going to the shared grave, but honestly, I really shouldn't have gone to the shared grave. But we're going to go to the shared grave, because our next boss, depending on how the connection is a PvP boss, which hasn't... I remember one being in Demon Souls, even though I had not played it. There is a PvP boss in Demon Souls, the original. I'm not sure if it's in the the like remastered one for like PS5, because I don't have a PS5 because scalpers upcharge that thing for triple its price at times. Screw you guys. Um, the boss here is a PvP boss, but there basically is like two different versions of the boss. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do a very annoying set where I have tears, I have bountiful light, and I will have this. Now I'm not having it for damage. It's mainly just to get in the panic roll, and I actually am going to switch this out for that. I'm going to have like a pseudo regen on me so I could do damage. Because like I said, this is a PvP boss, and the only way to actually be a boss for this area to fight other people is that you have to beat Madir. Like, you have to beat Madir, who just goes off and presumably dies because you don't get any souls from him, but you don't know that. You just go like, oh, there's Madir. He's dead. So, like I said, the boss is quite different. It depends on, like I say, if you have good Wi-Fi connection, and then you'll fight a player. But if you don't have good Wi-Fi connection, then you'll fight an NPC. The Spear of the Church, I don't know the character's name. I do believe it's a male, though. Budding Green Blossom. We're going to just ignore the Ring Knight with the pair twin great swords, because screw this guy. But you come up here. Ah, oh, crap. Sorry, skipping your dialogue, not dealing with this. And yeah, all the iframes. Oh, good lord. But yeah, we're going to run in here, defeat this boss. There's someone you can summon in. It's always going to be there. The person you could summon in is Lap. Or I believe, or technically Patches at this point, and that's the only way to summon them in. But anyways, we're going to traverse the fog. Now, hurry! Oh god! Okay. Alright, so Judicator Argo will do that, and you will fight a Spear of the Church. Well, usually. Usually, because this guy... Oh, there we go. We're having him being summoned in now, Spear of the Church. And like I said, it varies on the boss. Yep. Affinity curving. And he's a duelist, so great. Great. Okay. Yay, of course. Comboed. Combo to death. And of course. Whatever. That's why I say it could be difficult or it could take forever. Because you can actually kill Judicator Argo because you have to listen to him talk like every single time you come in here and want to try this. That's right. This could either take a very long time or it could be very short. And the reason why you just want to have one NPC when you go in here is because it's going to be annoying fighting it. And, well, you don't even want an NPC going there because the more enemies there are, the more defense that the boss will have. So I don't really care. It is easier if you have more people because then you can just gank them, but then they do get super armor. As in, they can just, or poise. They get just poise through your stuff, and they can kill you because I think they get more damage and more health depending on how you fight them. And it's really not that bad, but they constantly get like a homing soul mask type of spell that hovers around them that will regen every few seconds. And as you saw, if it's someone who's decent, they know what they're doing, they'll just set up. Because like I said, the ideal dueling level at this point is just having all this, but mine's not really for dueling. Mine's, like I said, for cosplay. I can do damage, but that's like not the point of the character that I have set up. Anyways, go in here, and you can't skip his dialogue, so I'm just going to talk over it this time. Where are my freaking souls? There they are. don't get too close to Judicator Argo because he will just try to attack you, and he can hurt you. You can like do it, but I wouldn't suggest doing it. And like I said, lightning arrow, you can do this, but again, that's not the whole point. Now, I would say take out the Church Guardian because the Church Guardian here is going to be the annoying party here. So I'm going to just have my heal going up. Take it out. There, done. Just take it out. Alright, so... Okay. And as you can see, it's a different boss every single time. So you don't have to worry about that. I'm not focusing on him. Okay, whatever. The good thing is that they cannot heal, which is good, but there, just leave it at that. But I think it is like tied to your level, like how you defeat them. As you can see, you get a Titanite Slab and you get a Philionor Spear Ornament, and you get 120,000 souls, which is quite a lot. So like the whole point of me having this, like tiers and all that, it's mainly so that other bosses can't like really hurt me all that much. But yeah, you can defeat this, and I believe you can actually re-summon this boss. Like you can pray, you can re-summon Judicator Argo, but you do have to pay like a number of souls in order to do it. So this boss did not take that long. It really didn't. So I'm actually gonna go show something off real quick before we actually go face, I guess, Medir, and take out two of like the hardest bosses in the game. We're going to travel back to the Painted World of Ariandel, and we're actually going to go back to say the I guess like the Corvian settlements, because you kind of want to go back here because there is a bit of interesting dialogue if you go back here after defeating Lady Elfrida, because you'll see it, because like you know how last time like the world just kind of like started to burn just a tiny bit. Like you saw that fire that was still left over from the boss with Black Flame Elfrida, and you're going to actually see it here because I believe you can see it from a distance and you can see it up close. Like you actually see like the world change over a period of time, and I believe it does affect. It's also affected by how far you are in the second DLC, which is actually very good storytelling. I guess you can't see it from here. But you do need to see here. Yeah, see, look, he's not here. The Corvian bird. If you go, let's see, can we see it from right here? Not really, but you can actually talk to him because he's right here. So let's see.
Oh, my, thank you. I can hear the crackling from here. The sound of my home. The painting of Ariandel burning away.
Yeah, and he gives you a Titanite Slab for it. Nice. You can talk to him.
The world rots. We set it afire for the sake of the next world. It's the one thing we do right, unlike those fools on the outside.
Unlike those fools on the outside. I guess he's talking about to those outside of the penny. Which is always weird, like how I guess only select individuals can go into the world of the painting. Unlike, say, like, obviously I guess you can't say humans can't go into the world, or maybe they can because freaking magic. But let's go back to Ariandel Chapel, because this world will also be slightly different, like if you go in there after, again, defeating Black Flame Lady Elfrida. But I believe you do need to leave the world for a bit of time. Like, the world will not permanently be cut off from you whenever you do these excursions into it. Like, it won't permanently change all that much. Or let me phrase that. It won't be cut off from you forever. Like, I'm not sure if any of the other games did that, where it's like, oh, if you go to this area and you do something within it, like, you can't come back here anymore. But yeah, as you can see, it's been lit aflames. Like, all of Ariandel Chapel is starting to burn. And if you come up here, and show again to that little dragon, because I believe you have to look into the eyes. It's very weird. Or I think like it was like something, I can't remember. But as you can see, it's starting to even burn up here. And you can actually talk to her. Uh-oh. Yeah, my batteries finally died. So that sucks for me, but I think I left some out if I can freaking find them, because I can't do anything right. No, yeah, they're right here, they're right here. Okay, good. Turn it back on. Yay, battery life. Anyways, talk to her again. I believe, I'm not sure if she'll have anything different, but let's just see.
Ashen One, thy gift of flame has taken root, and Uncle Gale will soon bring the pigment. Pigment, colored like the dark soul of man.
Actually, yes, it is very different. Because she says Uncle Gale will bring her the pigment. This is where it ties into the lore of the other DLC, the Ring City DLC, where we will go back here and we're actually going to cut the video there, unfortunately, because I will say this, the DLC for the next one will probably take the longest part because of how difficult the boss is that we're going to be fighting. And I'm not joking on that. This boss that we're coming up against is the most difficult boss, I would say, due to just how much HP it has, the damage output, all of that. So, like I said, I expect to die a lot. But if I do it in one go, I will then move on to the final boss of this DLC. If we defeat it, but I'll actually come back to the Ring City and then do something else. So with everyone, that is a bit of a shorter episode. So my name is Mega Zero, and I will catch you all later.
Like darkness,